June 4th, 1944, 2 days before D-Day, while the world's attention was fixed on Normandy, deep in the Atlantic, a different kind of war was being fought, invisible, silent, deadly.
Steady. Hold course.
Captain Daniel Gallery had spent months hunting German U-boats, but this time he wasn't just looking to sink one, he wanted to capture it.
Prepare for immediate aircraft recovery. Move! Move! Move!
All escorts, maintain formation, Charlie. Closing on target bearing 090. Acknowledge.
Chatelain, Wilco.
Contact. Bearing 270.
All clear. Pilot ready for launch. Launch the Avenger!
They're out there. I can feel it.
Go! Go!
Eyes open. Eyes open. She's down there somewhere.
Aircraft above, sir. She's circling.
Tauchen. Bringt sie tiefer.
Alarm! Schrelle Tauchfahrt! Ventile öffnen! Fluten! Fluten! Das Boot geht runter! She's running! All ahead full!
Inside U-505, the walls were closing in. Depth charges had damaged the sub's rudder and diving systems. Commander Lange faced an impossible choice.
Zusammenhalten!
Stay underwater and suffocate, or surface and face the guns above. He chose to surface. He couldn't have known that was exactly what Gallery had been waiting for.
Surface! Emergency blow! Submarine spotted, Captain! U-boat surfaced! All guns, stand by!
U-boat surfaced. Bearing.
Do not sink her. Boarding party T. GO! Hört auf zu schießen! Wir ergeben uns! Bitte, nicht schießen! Hände hoch! Los, springen Sie! Hilfe, ich kann nicht schwimmen! Schneller, weg vom Boot! Forgive me! All hands, stand by to board! Lower away, steady as she goes. Watch that swell! Stay tight! Move fast! All right, men, this is it. Secure the deck. Watch the waves! Go, go, go!
What happened next would take extraordinary courage. Lieutenant Albert David and his 7 men were about to board an enemy submarine, still running, not knowing if Germans were hiding below with weapons, not knowing if the scuttling charges had been set, not knowing if it would explode beneath their feet. They climbed aboard anyway.
She's ours. Sir Fed, you need to see this.
She's scuttled, partially. We're taking on water!
For the first time since 1814, the United States Navy had seized an enemy warship on the high seas. But Gallery knew that if word reached Germany, they would change every single naval code overnight.
No transmissions. To anyone. We don't exist.
Heave! Get that chain hooked now! We've got it! Secure the line, quickly!
Every secret inside U-505 would be worthless. Absolute silence had to be maintained. Not a word, not a signal, not a whisper.
She steers like a drunk.
Ruhig, Kamerad. Es ist fast vorbei. Dankeschön.
Was werden Sie mit uns machen, Herr Kommandant?
Wir leben. Das ist genug.
The German prisoners were kept completely isolated, forbidden all contact with the outside world. They had no idea what had just happened. As far as Germany knew, U-505 had simply vanished. The code remained valid. The intelligence kept flowing, and in London, the code breakers at Bletchley Park had just been handed the greatest gift of the war.
Anchor detail, let go the anchor! Anchor away, sir!
Gently now, lower it into the padding. We must ensure its safety above all else.
This is remarkably advanced.
The 59 German crewmen of U-505 would not be registered as prisoners of war. They simply ceased to exist on paper. No Red Cross notification, no family notification. For over a year, their families in Germany believed they were dead. It was the only way to protect the secret. It was the hardest thing Gallery ever ordered.
You fought well, Commander. My men, not me. Where is the codebook, Captain? We know you have it. I am a serving officer. I will tell you nothing. It is quiet today. Too quiet. Pass me the cards. Captain, this may be the most valuable capture of the war. Here they are, the U-505 keys. Heavens above. Are these the settings?
Distribute them now, quickly! We have to break the traffic!
We have it. Current settings. Today's traffic.
Definite contact, bearing Mark 320.
Very good. All engines ahead flank. Pass the word we have him.
Historians still debate the full extent of the intelligence windfall. What is known is this: after June 4, 1944, Allied shipping losses in the Atlantic dropped dramatically. U-boats were being hunted faster than Germany could replace them. The Battle of the Atlantic was effectively over.
Gentlemen,
And most people
Germany has surrendered.
had no idea why. In the years after the war, the men who captured U-505 and the men who sailed on her found each other again. Former enemies who had tried to kill each other in the cold water of the Atlantic shook hands, shared drinks, told the same story from opposite sides. That too is history.
Lower away,
on 2. Watch your spacing. Okay, it's secure. Well done, everyone.
Lieutenant Albert David received the Medal of Honor. Captain Gallery received the Legion of Merit. The crew of U-505, all 59 men, survived the war. Commander Range lived until 1967.
It is so good to see you again after all these years. I never thought we would meet here like this.
U-505 still sits in Chicago today, the only German World War II submarine in the Western Hemisphere.
Absolutely massive, isn't it? I can't believe they fit it in here.
Every year, millions of people walk beneath its hull and never know that one June morning in 1944.
Wow, look at all the buttons. That's how they steered it deep underwater.
8 men with a pistol and a prayer changed the course of the war in a single afternoon.
All right, men, hooks away. Move, move, move. Watch the swell, sir. Let's go.
We have secured the submarine. The boarding party is on board.
A magnificent capture, Captain. Well done.
History is not only made by armies. Sometimes it is made by 8 men in a rowboat who simply refused to turn back.